Hi, I'm Breezy Strayton, Admissions Counselor at the Mercer University Douglas County Regional Academic Center, and welcome to .edu.
Hello and welcome to another edition of .edu. I'm Andrew Horn, Director of Admissions and Marketing for Mercer University's Working Adult Programs and Regional Academic Centers. And today we're going to talk primarily about Mercer's Regional Academic Center in Douglas County. Most folks know that Mercer was founded in 1833 and has its main historical campus in Macon, Georgia. What is not generally known is that Mercer has 7 different locations across the state of Georgia where our primary mission is to educate working adult students who are interested in returning to school, either to complete a degree they started someplace else or to start a new degree program to learn a new skill, to develop some new competencies, to change jobs, or to move into a different area of the employment marketplace. Today we have some folks with us who are an integral part of our working adult programs, and these folks are going to be sharing with you some of the details of what we have available for working adult students at our center. We have Dr. Lynn Clemens, who is the head of our Leadership Programs Department. We have Dr. Marna Burns, who is the head of our Human Services Department. You will also hear from one of our students, Ms. Toni Treadway, who will tell you about her experiences as a working adult student at Mercer, balancing her career, her family, and the demands of her degree program, and how she was able to do that to the very best of her ability with the support of our faculty and staff. We also have Ms. Breezy Strayton here today. Breezy is our admissions counselor at the Douglas County Regional Academic Center, and she is the person who is charged with helping working adult students make the journey from the time they decide to go back to school until the time they're actually sitting in class for the first time at Mercer University. So when we come back in a few minutes, you will hear first from Dr. Lynn Clemens, the chairman of our Leadership Studies Department.
Well, welcome to this edition of .edu. I'm Kelly Hunter. I've been asked to be the guest host here on this portion. We're highlighting and taking a look at Mercer University right here in the Douglas County campus site here in this area. And with me today, I have the guest, Dr. Clemens. Welcome to the show. I'm excited to hear some of the information you're going to be able to share with us today.
Well, thanks, Kelly, and thanks for having Mercer be a part of this. I'm a Douglas County resident. I've lived here for 20 years. This is home, and I've worked extensively in the community with the school system and the chamber, and I believe in the community and want what's best for the community, and I think Mercer is here and can serve some great needs that the community has.
Well, I understand from the introduction with Dr. Andrew Horn, that Mercer's been around for quite a while, so very well established, and it's exciting to know that we have some local people who were that engaged to not only hold a profession here in the county, but to also be engaged as you are and is involved with the chamber and other community activities around. Your title, tell us who you are at Mercer University.
I'm Lynn Clemens, as you said, and I'm Associate Professor of Organizational Leadership. And I also serve as chair of the Department of Leadership Studies, which is one of the departments in one of the colleges that's housed in Douglas County, the College of Continuing Professional Studies. And so it's an exciting new department that we created 3 years ago, even though we've been in the leadership business for about 10 years now. We decided that having a leadership focus department was the way to go for the 21st century in addressing some of the challenges that communities and organizations are facing.
All right, so you wear dual hats.
I wear dual hats, sometimes 3 or 4 hats. Yes, exactly.
Whatever it's going to take for the opportunity.
Exactly, absolutely.
Well, give us an idea, what is organizational leadership? We may have viewers out there that are very unfamiliar with the programs that Mercer offers, and as you've said, this is a new program that you have developed put in focus and in place, inform our viewers.
Okay. Exactly. Well, organizational leadership, and specifically our degree, it's a Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership. That was actually, that program has been around for 10 years, so we're developing some new programs in the graduate area, but just talk about the bachelor's program. Organizational leadership, as we think about the challenges that organizations are facing, scarce resources, the constant change, environmental issues, and many other challenges that we're facing with job cuts and jobs moving overseas, leadership and leadership skills we think will be what's going to make the difference between organizations that are going to be successful and sustain themselves as opposed to organizations that are going to be in business for a short period of time. And so the program was designed with that in mind. It was designed for working adults, those who already had some work experience and some college credit. And the next level would be leadership. I know people sometimes are afraid of that phrase leadership because they think we're talking about leadership per se with a capital L, but in many cases we're all leaders in some capacity, and so we want to develop those skills that are going to ensure people's success, whether in the community, whether in their organizations, or even in their homes. And so that's what organizational leadership is about. It's just being able to take that concept of leadership into organizations to allow them to be able to articulate their vision, address some of the changes, the strategic planning. All of those are pieces of what we talk about in organizational leadership.
Very good. Tell me a little bit with the purpose of the degree. Can you give me, recall maybe an instance where you've had a success story, where somebody who's been through your leadership program, how they were able to go through the program and then take it right out into the work world
Exactly.
and apply it very directly.
Exactly. Well, we have so many success stories. As I said, we've been in existence for 10 years now. We have more than 450 graduates of the program. Many of our students who enter the program, they come to us already in positions of leadership. They may not have completed their degree because they were on the fast track to promotion. And then we have some who come in who have limited experience, but they know that that's the next level. And they end up going back serving in the community in some organizations as United Way, in some for-profit organizations, as Home Depot, Bell South, many organizations. And so some of the successes that we have is they tell us they've gotten promoted.
Yes.
That they've made changes in their organization that's been good for the organization, but also good for them. And so those are the successes that that we like to hear, because we believe that in any degree program that the students should be a changed person, in that we've enhanced who they are because they do come with experience, but that we've enhanced their ability to go out and to make a difference in their community.
Very good. Well, it's good to hear that as our educational needs are changing, that the organization of Mercer is taking a look at that and evolving their programs to embrace and equip their graduates to be successful in the workforce.
Exactly.
What are some of the career paths that a person who's gone through the leadership program could directly maybe see themselves in? Maybe somebody out there is looking to re-enter the educational field, to broaden their skills, earn a degree, that type thing. How would you sell that, so to speak, this program to someone?
For working adults, many students enter in a job, in a profession that they may want to just continue to move up. And so I would continue to say, here are the things that you would need to do to enhance so that you still become more marketable, more employable, that you're more recognizable in your organization. And then we have students who are interested in career changes. We get people from the military who are retiring from the military, and they're still pretty young and they want a career change. And so the degree is designed to prepare them for work in for-profit organizations or nonprofit organizations, churches, religious organizations. And so we want to be able to prepare them to go into those organizations, giving them the skills that they need, recognizing that they have brought experiences, that what we're trying to do is to enhance who they are. We work extensively with employers and civic leaders, and we ask them, what are you looking for in an adult learner, a graduate? And consistently they tell us the ability to communicate effectively, both orally and in writing, the ability to problem solve effectively, good ethical sound reasoning, working together together as a team, thinking globally, and so these are the skills that we want to equip them with when they leave our program.
Well, in the development of the course, I was going to ask you, can you kind of give me an outline of the course? What are some of the main areas that you focus on? You kind of probably touched on it with that answer, didn't
you? Exactly. Well, some of the areas of professional development obviously includes leadership, team building, being able to work as a team, research development. We talk about research and being able to solve problems and using data to drive organizations, thinking globally, ethics. We focus somewhat on servant leadership, getting the leader to think more about the organization, transformational leadership, human behavior, human resources. All of those are areas of professional development that we want to enhance in our students.
Sounds very exciting. Now, if I'm wanting to do this and undertake this leadership program, what kind of time frame am I looking to start the process and end with a degree in?
Depending on whether or not you're transferring credits in.
Okay.
Some of our students will transfer in because they are adults. They've attended college over the course of their life and they've just never been able to pull it together. If you have about 2 years of college, you can finish the degree in about 16 months to 18 months. We have flexible schedules where students can decide when they want to attend classes. They can do evenings, Saturday. We have hybrid and online formats, and so it's pretty flexible to work with a working adult schedule. And so it just depends on from the time frame that you enter, how fast to completion that you want to. Most of our students, they want to finish it now.
Right.
And my phrase to them is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey so that you can really learn from this process. But they can finish the program within, because if they enter with no credits, it's going to probably take them 3 to 4 years. But if they have some credits, we can develop a plan for them based on what their needs are, how quickly they want to finish, whether they want to go full-time or part-time. And so we would work with them. So it would have a different path for each student. We just have to look at the individual student.
And so comparing each case as they come
Exactly,
before you.
exactly.
But yeah, that's a very obtainable goal. 16 months is really very, I guess, insignificant in a time frame when you outweigh the measures of what it can be for a lifetime.
Exactly, absolutely. And I think that's the key to all of our programs that we offer here in Douglas County, in the adult programs with Mercer, is that our students want to know what do they need to know and how soon can they finish, and so that they are on a journey to finish. And for many of them, this will be their last opportunity. Some started this journey 20, 25 years ago, and now they're returning and they know they need a degree or it was for personal satisfaction. So we work with them to develop a plan and say, if you do this and you do this, we know when we're going to offer the courses that we can put them on a path that's going to meet their needs.
Very good. Well, Dr. Clemens, I have enjoyed our conversation
Thank
today.
you.
This
Thank
has
you.
been very informational to our audience, and we're going to have the opportunity for people to find out how they can get in touch and hopefully register and sign up for your leadership program.
Absolutely. I look forward to working with them. Thank you.
All righty. We'll be back with more .edu. Welcome back to .edu. I'm Kelly Hunter, guest host for today's program. We're highlighting once again Mercer University, and up next in the studios with me I have Dr. Burns, an associate professor at the Mercer University Douglasville campus. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
Tell us your title and a little bit of what you do at Mercer University.
I'm the program coordinator for the Human Services program, which is taught at all of our regional academic centers, Henry County and Macon, and also Douglas, the Douglas Center. And I'm located at the Douglas Center, so I'm also the advisor there.
Okay, so you're very dedicated then to this campus,
to this center, yes.
In this facility. Tell us a little bit about the Human Services program that Mercer offers. What is the curriculum? How have you developed this program for this campus?
The Human Services degree is a generalist degree, so we teach skills, a variety of skills like case management, interviewing, program enrollment, intake procedures, and then the students can take those skills and use them in a wide range of jobs. So it's a very flexible degree, which is good when the situations change so fast out in the job market. So we have students who take the degree and then mold it into a career choice, either agency work or federal or state government work.
Along those lines.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at the job field, the job market. If I'm going through this program and I come through, where can I actually look at maybe targeting a career path or a job out there in the market?
We just looked at that. I just finished teaching the Intro to Human Services course, so I looked it up, and our field is one of the top fields for predicted growth. And one reason for that is a huge area of growth is going to be gerontology services as the baby boomers start to retire, and they're going to require services that are different from what we've delivered in the past. For example, they're used to using counseling services, so they're going to be more open to those kinds of programs. So gerontology is a huge growth area, and human services in general is a growth area. It's predicted to grow at a faster rate than other professions.
All right. Well, and as you alluded to, the job market can change very quickly. And with this being a very generalist degree program, then the student coming back in who hopefully has the core base out of the way, how long would it take them to go through a program as such?
If they come in with an associate's degree or most of the coursework for an associate's degree, that usually translates into about 2 years of coursework for a bachelor's. And that's my most common student comes in with that much work. And so it takes about 2 years. We go through the summers, so it's a little faster. And my average is about 2 years and a semester for them to finish up. With their core coursework too, they're able to remake themselves as careers change, and the prediction now is that people will change careers about 3 times in their adult life.
Wow.
So that's not the exception, but rather the rule now.
Yes, and good to have a good generalist background behind you to be able to make that adjustment and to move as the job market and society changes, I guess.
Yes.
In taking a look at your field of study there for the human services degree, give me a little bit idea. You've mentioned it would take about a 2-year time frame. What are the specific classes that I would be looking at and being engaged in?
Great. We have a core that all our majors take, and that includes case management, and it includes training on interviewing techniques and skills. It includes an internship. And then students can choose from one of 3 tracks. They can take a mental health track, which prepares students to go on for a master's in counseling. So there they'd go over disorders, psychopathologies, learn how to lead a small group. The second track is social services, and that's the more traditional agency track. It would prepare them for managing volunteers, writing grants, and it also has coursework about the social welfare policies. And our third track, the one we've added most recently, is substance abuse services. And that prepares them to be a substance abuse counselor to go on and pursue that certification.
Right. And as you've mentioned those different 3 tracks, my mind is racing through, you know, a lot of what we do here with the city of Douglasville. Someone with a degree in that would fit very well into some of our programming here as our job market.
And in our internships, we try to get them placed right away in areas where they can start working. So our internships are pretty interesting. We've offer Mercer on Mission trips in the summer, and our human service interns have gone on those and used those as their internship hours. So they go overseas. You
mentioned the mission trips. Give us an idea. What would that entail?
This summer they're going back to Malawi, and they're working on a clean water program there. So it's very science related, but there's always a human service component. So they have to deal with the population and do some training and education. So our students have those skills to provide the background work to make the project successful, but also to develop the training piece. And so they'll be over there for, I think it's 3 weeks, and they do some prep work ahead of time, and then that will count for their internship, and it gives them that chance to have some global experience.
Very good.
And we're excited about that.
I would think that global experience would be a
big plus.
Vital part of this program.
Yes. We predict most of our students will work internationally just because of the shrinking globe. So they're excited when they hear that in their career lifespan they will be working somewhere else.
With this program, how many students would you say that you've run through the program?
Oh, right now we currently have 300 majors at our 4 regional academic centers, and this year we're graduating 90 seniors. And I think over the course of our program, it's one of the oldest programs, we've graduated thousands of human service students, and they are working all over the state of Georgia and in other states and other countries.
Very good. So if someone is looking for this type program, this sparks their interest, we'll get them the information where they
Yes.
can contact the services. Now, to sign up for this program, is there any preliminary or guidance that someone there on staff would help them through to
Well, our
determine?
admissions counselors help them enroll in the college, and then if they have any questions, they can contact me and ask, directly about the field. I do that quite a bit because they have some questions.
Very good.
And I'll get back to them and tell them about the program, show them the courses that are required, and it ends up being pretty individualized. As you can imagine, the students come in with different goals and career plans, and part of the fun is watching them develop those.
And achieve that goal
And
where
achieve
they're
that
headed.
goal. I had one student last night who didn't realize there was a big education piece to human
Okay.
services, and so she got excited about that and wants to work with Keep Cobb Beautiful and do an internship with them, the education part of that might go into the schools or work at the libraries.
Very good. Well, Professor, we're glad that you were here with us today.
Thank you.
Look forward to having the opportunity to finding out more about Mercer University on our .edu programs. Thanks for being our guest.
Appreciate it.
All
Bye-bye.
right. We'll be back with more .edu. I think coming up we'll find out some events, some activities, and how you can register at Mercer University. Stay with us on .edu.
Hi, I'm Breezy Straighten, admissions counselor at the Mercer University Douglas County Regional Academic Center, and I would like to invite you to some of our upcoming events. First, on March 19th, we are hosting our annual Edstravaganza, which is an open house for all of those interested in education majors, which would include our early care education program and our teacher certification program, which is geared for those who already hold a bachelor's degree in another area. We will also highlight our graduate programs, including master's, specialist, and PhD programs. The event, once again, is March 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Douglas County Regional Academic Center. You can register to attend online at www.mercer.edu/working adults. Another event I would like to invite you to is our general information session, which is going to be held Saturday, May 7th at 10 a.m. This is an opportunity for you to come learn more about Mercer University and all of the graduate and undergraduate programs we offer at the Douglas County Regional Academic Center. For more information about Mercer University and our upcoming events, I invite you to visit us online at www.mercer.edu/working adults.
Hi, I'm Toni Treadway. I'm currently a student at the Douglas Regional Academic Center of Mercer University. I began my academic career several years ago, having always wanted to go back to college. But after I finished high school, more than 20 years ago, I got married, raised a family, and worked a full-time job. So I never thought that college would be something that I would be able to do at this stage in my life. However, with the support of my family, I finally got the courage to go to an information session and was instantly hooked. I registered for class right away. I have been a full-time student ever since. I am also a full-time employee. I work for a law firm in Buckhead. I have 2 children, a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old, and a very devoted husband and family who give me lots of support. And having been a student at Mercer University, I have learned that not only did I make the right choice, but I've learned that I have become impassioned about education, about personally fulfilling a need for me. I never decided to go to college because I just wanted a piece of paper or because I wanted to earn X amount of dollars. I came because I was missing something in my life that I needed to grow. And I have used my education every single day. I am a better person for it. I've learned time management skills, stress management skills. It's very difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very difficult, but it is unbelievably rewarding. And I'm thankful that I did it. Every single day I tell everyone that being a student at Mercer University is the best experience I've ever had. The professors are unbelievably compassionate. They care about your success. You're not just a number at Mercer. Our campus is small. Our student faculty and everyone there are just amazing. I have lots of support at school and at home, and it feels just like kind of a home away from home. And I would recommend anyone who is interested in furthering their personal growth or their career or for any other reason to come to an information session, get more information, and I hope you have a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of .edu. We'll see you next time.